Our weed of the week is wild oats. Boy, it is a tough one. Not so much in corn or soybeans, but in wheat, what are we gonna do about it?
Well, this is a really good thing for us that in wheat, a lot of the major chemical manufacturers have been focusing their energies on better herbicides for wheat because we've got Roundup corn and Roundup soybeans. There weren't really the opportunities there to sell additional chemistries in those markets. So all of a sudden we've got a ton of products now in wheat that'll do a good job on grass.
Yeah, we were talking about this a little bit earlier today and kind of joking. You know, 10 years ago we had Puma and that was pretty much it. Your choice was spray Puma or don't spray it. It's up to you. Well, now you've got Discover, you've got Axial. If you also have some cheatgrass out there, you could use Olympus Flex or Rimfire or Gold Sky. If it was winter wheat, you could use Power Flex. We got a lot of different options out there. How do we sort through all those things? Because of course, when you listen to the chemical company talk, they're going to say, oh, our new product is great. Everything you've got for weeds, it'll control them all, right?
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to grass control in wheat, foxtails are kind of where it starts, and you definitely want to take care of them. But wild oats is actually 10 times worse of a problem than foxtails. For every 10 foxtail plants out in the field, if you have one wild oats plant, it's going to hurt yield just as much as 10 foxtail plants. So we definitely want to do a good job. So there's a couple of things. We talked about a number of products here, and all of them will do a decent job on wild oats, but you have to use a full rate. You can't get by with a cut rate. You have to use a full rate. The other side of that is you don't want to mix them with a broadleaf herbicide if you've got a real wild oats problem. If you've just got one blade of wild oats out there, no big deal. You know, you can mix your broadleaf product together. But if you've got a lot of wild oats out there, when you tank mix a broadleaf killer plus a grass killer, there's going to be some antagonism, and what's going to suffer in that antagonism is the grass control. So your grass control all of a sudden went from 90 to 100% down to maybe 80 to 90%. And you say, well, that doesn't sound so bad. 80% isn't bad. Well, it's not bad if you have 10 weeds and 2 get away, big deal. But if you have 1 million weeds and 200,000 of them get away in your field, that's a big issue.
Well, the chemical companies kind of confuse us as farmers too, because they keep coming out with products like Wolverine, for example, which is a combination of Puma and Husky. And so you say, oh boy, I'm excited because I can go spray my wild oats and get my broadleaves under control in one pass.
And save money doing it.
That's right, and a lot of money. So boy, I better go that way. Well, keep in mind, the chemical companies are not there. Their number one reason in business is not to make you more money. Their number one reason is to make them more money, and it's just that they see all kinds of people that want this one-shot deal. Yes, it does not work as well, but if people are willing to buy it and spend the money, what the heck, we'll come up with that kind of combination. Well, you know, they've got a great product in Husky, they have a great product in Puma, it's just we don't like the two when they're mixed together. So, and again, if you've got 10 weeds in the field, who cares? That's fine, mix them together. But if you've got 10 million, you absolutely are going to see a difference in yield. And I just don't know why you would want to do the things in one shot. So on our farm, we do split apply them. And I know it's another pass over the field, but I figure it only costs us a couple bucks an acre to run our sprayer and the man out there and get that done one more time. Well, $2 an acre is not much when wheat's worth $5, $6 a bushel.
Well, in soybeans, most of the pre-emerge products like your Treflan, Sonland Prowl do a nice job at controlling wild oats, and especially in Roundup Ready beans, you're going to come back in with a shot of Roundup. You'll wipe it out with no problem. In corn, there's really only one pre that does a great job on wild oats, and that's Eradicane. It's one that you have to double incorporate, and you have to instantly incorporate it, so it's not quite as easy to use as a Harness, Surpass, Dual, or Outlook, but it does a substantially better job on wild oats than those other products. So that's your option. Then post-emerge, you could use some Roundup and Roundup corn, or if you had some wild oats and you're in conventional corn, of course you can go back to products like Accent or Steadfast.
Well, once again, our weed of the week is wild oats. It's especially difficult in wheat, but we've got lots of good options to control it. Well, that's it for our weed of the week time, but stay tuned. There's more Ag PhD to come right after this.